Hi everyone, welcome back to another video, and today I'm gonna be ranking every single Forsaken character and killer, survivor and killer, and yeah, let's get started. So this is after the balance change, but before Noli, so that's why you might not see him. But first off, Iliot. Now, Iliot used to be S+, arguably the best character. W heals, W E move the sprint, all that stuff. Now though, the heal is now good again, because before it would have been A or B, but the slow after the rush hour is kinda bad. So I'll put him S tier. Noob rework, cranked. Noob is like locked in now. The Ghost Burger is broken, so already because of that, Gold go in S tier, if not S plus. And like the Slate Skin and Bloxicola are now infinite, although the Bloxicola's cooldown is now higher. They are still very good. And Noob, like you can now cancel Slate Skin, which isn't that good. You can get like the Slate Skin effect wears off. You run away, you sprint, or you eat a Ghost Burger and drink a Bloxicola, or do Bloxicola first or something. You can easily hide away from the killer with all your free moves, and they're now endless. So next up, Shidletsky. Solid stun. Pretty solid stun. Kinda hard to hit because it's kinda close up. Easy to dodge because of the wind up. That's why it's not that great. But the chicken is like very good. It's one like for if it was 1v1 in a long duration, or like the Shedletsky and like like survivalists. Shedletsky can easily do very good there. He can heal himself. He can stun the killer to run away. But the stun has a huge wind up, which is pretty easy to dodge. And after that, you basically get guaranteed to get hit if you miss the stun, and that's very bad for like if you're like get hit by John Doe or something, or like Cool Kids E or something like that, or entanglement from 1x and then mass infection. It can lead to so much failure, which is why I'm putting him at A tier. Now, two time, still after the nerf, zero point 0.5 seconds less stun, which is good, and less helpless and I think slowness, but still very good. The healing didn't get nerfed, which is the main part actually, and the cooldown didn't get nerfed. It's still a 30-second cooldown, so still S tier above all of those. Now Guest got a buff. Before I would have said the word Sentinel. Not gonna lie, I would have said B tier, although hard to use. Now I'd say A tier. Like honestly, although it's still like worse to use than Shedletsky probably, in my opinion, I would rather. Although it's cooler to use and harder to use, you need to block for your stun, and I think Shedletsky's stun is better in that way. You can also dodge the stun pretty easy, so that's not really a problem. But yeah, the E move isn't that great, but now you get a speed buff and like there's larger hitbox on the block. In my opinion, now it's just better in general. Next up, 007 and 7, C tier. I'm probably not gonna even put anyone in D tier because yeah, no one deserves to be in D tier, and because in my opinion, like Forsaken is like the most balanced game I've ever played, so yeah, hell no. And 007 and 7. I don't really like the playstyle in general. Now, but that's not why I don't really think this character is good. You'll probably hear like different stuff from different people, but why do I say this, that it's 007 and 7 C tier? Well, the clone is very easily like dodgeable. You clone, it literally looks like a bot unless you use the cursor. And when you do use the cursor, then yeah, you can't run away. And if you want to run away, they will probably follow you, not the clone, or understand that that's the clone. Because if you hit the clone and you check on the like side, did the 007 and 7 take damage? If they don't, boom. That yeah, they just stop following that. So in general, way, way worse than think noob. So one of the two survivalists, it's way worse. Although it can be played differently, like it can't help the team, and you kinda cold make him tank, but like he's probably not gonna even come after you, and you can't like run away to use the like. You get heavily slowed when you try to teleport, and it can get cancelled. So yeah, just C tier. Now Builderman, another W support, which actually got XP and money buffs, and now gets way more of that. But I'll say S tier. I don't really think he's that great. I'll say better than Iliot and Noob right now. Like, he can be, in the long run, he's good. The Sentry is good, and the Dispenser is good in the long run. But he can get killed in the first, like, I don't know, 90 seconds, 30 seconds, 60 seconds. Yeah. And then he can't just place his stuff up in a good spot. And you need to keep him alive for him to be very good. Next up, Dusakar. Lots of people are gonna be mad at me. But I'm gonna say it. Dusakar, the most underrated character. The most underrated survivor in the game. Dusakar is very underrated, very hard to play. But when you do shield someone, it is so good. If you have a good team. Now, this character is kinda map reliant, unless you're very good, and you gotta shield people. Like, you gotta keep spam boosting though. Just E on the killer or on the survivors, E. Get as many slowness and speeds as you can. But the shield, it's just so broken. The spam, like, the beam has such a short of a cooldown, and the shield, like, bro, although it's the hardest character to play, you can't do really anything in LMS, Last Man Standing. I mean, yeah, that's what it means. You can't really do anything in 1v1s to help yourself. That's why you need a good team, but that's going in S+. Hey, call me crazy, I'm a Dusakar main. I'm a Dusakar main, but like, yeah, definitely in my opinion. Next up, Bath. Pretty not that good. Fell off. Like, the thing is, the tripwires and subspace trip mine are pretty easy to counter. You just M1, and you don't get any effect from the tripwire, and you get subspaced one from the subspace. Like that builds like half of the game a fortress that will be taken down in seconds, which I think is why it's B tier. At least it can help its team. It is good if he doesn't get targeted. He can be annoying, spamming those subspace trip mines. But yeah, B tier. Now Chance. Very unreliable, and lots of people blame wrong. When you're getting chased, you never want to use coin flip. You can stack up weaknesses like that and get killed faster. You wanna just run away. Just run away. And when you have all 3 spins and you have high weakness and the killer randomly jumped you, do not use your stun. Use your hat fix. And with that being said, he is a B tier. Although very fun character, kinda unreliable, easy to dodge. The stun is easy to dodge, which it won't even hit all the time. And when you either the killer either dodges it, or it does nothing or explodes, you already always take damage basically, unless you're far away. And it's only very good if you're like helping someone else. But yeah, this is for all the survivors in my opinion. And now, the killers. Starting off with Jason. Jason hitboxes, like always. Yeah, I mean, Jason hitboxes are crazy. You can easily, like, the E move combined with the R move, if you catch someone off guard or on a generator with that, they're basically cooked. Like, so much of HP gone. But in general, like, the move kit of Jason, like, the quite short, I'd say, rather short. The behead is so fucking annoying. Mostly for sentinels and survivalists. I mean, not that much for support, since they can't do really anything in a chase, like they can't use their abilities. But for like sentinels mostly, you can't stun him, you can't do anything. Helpless for 12 whole seconds is crazy. I'm putting him at S tier. Next up, we have Cool Kid, which the rework was said to be a nerf. I actually like the rework more, the reworked version. Call me crazy. I don't care. That's my opinion. Um, but but yeah, Cool Kids. Like the crazy thing is that because of the rework, it has crazy hitboxes. That's the reason why I think it's so broken now. I have literally like I think it's Horror Mansion or Horror Hotel where there's like the dining table, the massive dining table. A survivor was on the other side of it and I hit him with the walk speed override. Like that's crazy. S plus. And because of the John Doe nerf, sadly he's not S plus. Although like he's even more skilled now. You basically have to use the error 404 to block like guest but which is kinda unusual as a killer, but that can be pretty broken. So I'm putting him at A tier and 1x at B tier. Now, lots of people use 1x, which is kinda good, but there's this setting called epilepsy mode. And if you turn that on, you don't get the glitchy screen of 1x, which makes him basically useless. And pretty easy to dodge most of the moves. But yeah, this is my tier list in every single character, survivor, killer in Forsaken. I hope you'll enjoy it, and if you did, please leave a like, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe. It does help me a lot. And I hope to see you in my next video. Peace.